Hello everyone, I am Shalom Titre. Your register number URK17CS107, and this is experiment number 4 of Android Application Development Lab. In this particular lab, we have to create an application for the user so that he or she can register, login, or using SQLite database. So we are going to store the credential of user into the particular database that we will create. So let's start. So this is the main activity will which will launch after we run the app. So this is a particular activity where I use constant layout followed by an image view, and the image I have put in drawable folder already, followed by the edit text. In this particular edit text I have written I am taking the value of email which will be put by the user, and then I have another edit text for taking the value of password. Then I have two buttons called as login and register. When we click on the login, the user will get logged in, and if a user wants to register, then we'll get into register activity. Now we'll see the display activity. So this is the display activity. Again I have used constant layout followed by and text followed by a text view. In this particular text view will be displaying all our activity, all our results, and this particular text view is just used to give a title called as user details. Now this is the registration.xml page. As you can see in this particular in this particular XML file, I have used constant layout, and then inside constant layout I have used an image. I put on an image of my company, and then followed by I have used a text view to display a name, and then I have given an edit text to take input value. Same I have done for email, phone number, password, and then in the last I have created a button to register so that user can click on it and the data will get saved. Now we'll come back to main activity.java. So what we are doing is I have created two variables, email and password, of type edit text, then log and register of type button, and then I have created a database. I am using a database helper DB, and then we have a string called status. Now I am giving a reference to all of these variables, and what I am using here the database helper, which will help me to create the data. So db is equals to new database helper context main activity dot this, and then database name. So this is details is the name of my database with a factory null and the version 1. Now I am putting set, I am giving a set on click listener on my login button. So when I click login, so the input given by user in the text field email and password will be stored as a string. It will be taken as a string and it will be stored in the variable s1 and s2. Later what we are doing is we are checking the status. So for that I am using the variable which we are using database helper, that is db, to check email. That means s1 and s2. That means it will check the column email in the database db, and it will check what it will check. It will take two parameters, s1 and s2, and it will give our status. Okay, so using if else condition we are checking. Now let's say if status dot equals, that means if our value is present, if the input value is already present in the database, is not present in the database. So what we are at, if status dot equals 0, that means we will create an alert box which says user not registered, and then positive we have another button called as OK, and then we will create alert dialog alert is equals to create, and then alert dot show. Next what we will do is if the status is 1 or is not 0, that means it is positive, no? That means the values are present. That means we will create we'll create another alert dialog box, and we'll set message as your login has been successful. Now with a positive button, what we'll do is we have created dialog interface dot on click listener. Now in this particular section of code, what we'll do is we are creating an on click on dialog interface, and then we are using intent to go to another activity which is display activity, and then what we are doing is my intent dot put extra, and then whatever the status is we are putting it in my intent dot put extra, and we are forwarding to do another activity. Then we are starting our activity, and then this is to create an alert dialog box and show alert dialog box. Now this is for the registration page, so we are also again we are using set on click listener. Now in this we are using an intent, and we are going to registration activity and then start intent. Now we'll go to display activity. So in this particular file, we have taken t as in variable for text view and db as in variable for database helper. So we have to use this database helper db in each and every Java class that we have created. Now I am referencing this particular ID called as text, which we have used in display dot activity. Yeah, this thing display in this particular XML that we have given this ID. So we are using this ID in this particular context, and we are giving this to a variable called as t. Now same, we are using a db is equals to new database helper with our database name called as details, and then what we are doing is we are taking an intent. So we are receiving an intent by using this intent receive intent is equal to get intent. So this is our function which will help us to get intent from other activities. Now we are using bundle dot data receive intent dot get extra. In this bundle we are using a data as a variable, and we are putting all the data is in data. Now string output is equals to, now we are taking everything in output as a string, and then we are doing taking as data dot get string, and this is the key. So this particular key we have used here, output. So we are taking data, we are taking a string data, and we are putting it into the output. Now we are setting t dot text set text equal set text output. So this is about display activity. Now this is our registration activity. So in the particular registration activity we have 4 fields: name, email, phone, password, and then we have a button called as b1 to save it. So as user puts his name, email, phone and password, and when he or she clicks save, so what we are doing is we are first we are accessing database by using database helper with this particular table name, database name, and then we are setting an on click listener on b1. That means when user clicks save, this particular thing will happen. So what we are doing is we are taking e1, e2, e3 and e4. The value which is stored in this thing, we are putting it into another string s1, s2, s3 and s4. Now we have taken a variable of type long data type, and then what we are using is database dot register. That means all these values will be put into the all these values will be placed into this in this sequence in register. Now if record is greater than 0, that means if it is greater than 0, that means alert will create alert builder and will set message as the data has been successfully saved. Else if it is not greater than 0, then the data has not been saved. So this is our main database helper class. So we are using extended SQLite open helper. We are writing this as extends SQLite open helper, and in this particular thing we have created a function called as public database helper. This is string database name, and then db name is the database name, and then we have created a query called as on create query. When we will create a database, it will create a table name as details, and then we have 4 fields: name with varchar, type varchar, email with type varchar, phone with varchar and password with also varchar. Now again another query is on upgrade. That means if we delete or if we upgrade something, if we create a new user, so what it is doing is it is taking the variable db dot xsql, and then we are using the query to drop table first, and then we are again creating it. So drop table if exists detail, and then after dropping it, that means it will delete everything and again it will create database. Now this particular query is about creating a creating a table. So it is register string name, string email, phone and password. So now SQLite database db, so this will get writable data, and then we have content values here. Now we are putting one by one all the contents and then by using long record db we are inserting it everything into our table, our database, and then we are returning record db. Now this particular function is going to check emails. So we are taking parameter as string email, string password, and then we are going to get readable database. Now this is our particular query for checking whether our email and password is already present or not. So it will check everything like string. It will check our name, email and phone, and if it is present then it will give our output, and else if it is not present then it will show user not registered. Now let's run and see how this program works. So this is our main activity. So we'll first register our user. So here we have to put name, let's say Z, followed by email address. So we'll put z@gmail.com. Then we'll put phone number 147, and in password again we'll put Z. So now our email our name is Z and our email is z@gmail.com, and the phone number is 147 and password is Z. Now we'll click on register. So it is telling data has been successfully saved. Let's press OK. Now what we'll do is we'll give email at z@gmail.com, and then now instead of putting Z as in password we'll put Q. Now we'll try to log in. Now this is telling that user is not registered. That means our programming is working. Now we'll put Z as a password. Yes, after giving the correct input and correct password, it is telling your login has been successful. After clicking OK, we are redirecting into this particular page where name is Z, email and phone number is given. So this is how the application will work, where user is registering, and after registering user is able to log in using SQLite database. So this is how our experiment 4 will work. Thank you.